Oh my God! It is it is episode 46 of the Keep on Trucking podcast. Yeah. No. And here I filmed the rig so we could crop in what the fuck we just got a new camera, and we're very excited. And it took us I think longer to set this up than it is for the podcast.
This episode will be.
Yeah. So we better bring it.
This. This camera is hanging on by a bungee cord right now, quite literally.
Yeah, no, dude, I think
if these hooks come loose, the camera's gonna fall and we're all gonna fucking die. Yeah, superimpose that into the.
We'll put that on the
video. Intro. Yeah. Oh man.
And then we just added this background with the Budweiser Ixtapa ladies.
Yeah, so we've changed.
Yeah, we're different people now.
This is a new show.
It's a new studio.
Frankie bought this with credit because somehow he has better credit than I do.
No, this wasn't with credit. This was with
it was with credit.
Hopefully it is credit. No, it's a thing called a firm. I don't know. It feels like I'm unplugging them.
Yeah.
It's a thing called a firm, but like they were like, we won't charge you for late fees. So I'm just never gonna pay them again.
Is that www.affirm.com?
You get discount with promo code Truckers.
Yeah.
No, all right. Well.
Did you?
That would have been cool.
Did you get your?
We actually getting money for that.
Yeah. Did you get your lunch today from Too Good to Go?
Yeah. Promo code Hungry Hippo.
Dude, did you? What they gave you like 10 meals
they gave
or
me
something?
10 meals. I'm pissed, dude, because
Yeah.
I'm still using them, but like I don't want to put them on the vlogs anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, assholes, give me money, dude.
Yeah.
Half the people I know downloaded that shit.
Yeah. Well, you can't be
because of me.
surprised that the people at Too Good to Go are a little stingy.
Yeah, I guess. What pisses me off is that they have people in like on their page like doing commercials for them, and I'm like, how much are these guys getting paid? Like, let me do but then no, you know what? I don't want to do a commercial.
Yeah.
For them, I don't want to be like, hey, a car wheel onto the fucking screen.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm full of energy because I got free vegetables at the grocery store. Whoa.
Because I've been eating other people's food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you did Lovewick. You did some promo stuff for them.
Dude, Lovewick was cool. You're not even on frame.
Oh.
You have to lean in for this.
Okay.
No, Lovewick.
Scoot back a little bit.
Lovewick was cool because of dude, they gave me $300 to go on little dates. With my girl with Airam.
Yeah. You're not disparaging Lovewick because you're still you might see a future. We're starting sponsor heavy right now.
Well, I'm not disparaging.
This is a heavy shift in the tone.
I'm not. Yeah, ever since we got the new camera and the towel in the background, we're different people.
Yeah. Blue Chew. Yeah, you're not. Well,
no, I was gonna say that the Lovewick fellas were they were like really nice and shit, and like they paid me immediately. Yeah. So like I'm not gonna disparage them.
Those good folks.
And the chick, the lady said she'll help me get like brand deals and stuff.
Yeah.
She was like, if you need help, hit me up. And I like an asshole, I lost her email.
Yeah.
But I want to hit her up. But dude, I don't want to become like a brand guy. You know, like like my page just.
I get it.
Yeah. It just becomes Heelys. It gets me around town.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at some point. You know, if this podcast achieves any merit of success, we'll hopefully get some sponsorship, and then
dude, I'll be down for sponsors for the podcast.
Yeah,
like for my 1 minute.
But for my art.
No, for my 1 minute long videos.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, dude, fucking just 30 seconds of. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna hit up Bustelos, dude, the coffee company.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit them up.
Yeah.
Anyways, as we're just burning in the van, dude.
Oh, dude, it's fucking hot in here. I don't know why you're drinking. Well, I guess that's
cold coffee.
That's just the temperature of whatever your body is the coffee that you drink.
Yeah, dude, it's 51 degrees outside and it's like 80 inside of the van.
Yeah, it sucks. But it's all right because we're fucking doing it. We got a new camera. I don't know how we're going to do this podcast in the summer. This is fucking miserable.
No, you said we'll just drive somewhere. We'll drive to like the lake or something.
Drive to a lake?
There's no lakes in
There's
New
no
York.
lakes.
We'll drive upstate every Sunday to do the podcast.
That would be fun, man. I would be down to do that. Air it out. Pop open the back doors, get a little backdrop, get a scenery, get some. You had this backdrop on the news.
Yeah, just the Budweiser ladies.
You did some news interviews.
Yeah, and the Budweiser ladies were back there.
Frankie got contacted by ABC News one time, just at 10 o'clock at night. Or it was like 8:30.
Yeah, it was 8:30. I think I said.
But it was a news anchor, and this is when everything was popping off with the $100 videos.
Yeah.
But it was a news anchor from ABC DM'd you,
Yeah.
This is how
Will Gans.
This is the state of media today.
Yeah.
Is people from ABC hit your DMs and he goes, "Hey, Frankie, could you do a Zoom interview in 30 minutes?" Yeah. It wasn't like back in the day, he would have brought you in, he would have booked you 2 weeks in advance, probably brought you in, you would have dressed up nice.
That would have been fun, dude. I wanted to do that so bad. Dude.
And instead he was like, "Can you hop on a call in 20 minutes?" And you were like, "Yeah, sure." And that was your first like video interview, right?
Yeah. And
so I'm with you, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's awesome, man. I was like, I kind of wanted to, like, part of me wanted to be like, can I be in the video? But I knew, like, it's not about me. So I wanted to listen in. I wanted to like know what this interview was going to be like, doing an interview with ABC. And this was syndicated news. Dude, there was like 3 international news. It was funny because for that interview, and it's on my Instagram, like the guy was really nice. And then like for like that video, when you see me, Luke is sitting literally right behind I'm sitting in the front. I eavesdropped on the whole interview. And when Will called you, he goes, "Hey, Frankie Hoy, good to see you." You go, "Will, how are you?" Like your old friends. And then he goes, "I'm good, my friend. I'm good. I'm glad to see you're doing well as well. I'm a little surprised that you're still picking up internet in your van there." And this was the second thing you said to an ABC news anchor. You go, "Yes, Will, I'm still on planet Earth." I was up there. I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Well, dude, because people walk around and their phones work.
I know it was a ridiculous thing that he said.
What an insane thing to ask.
Yeah.
Because when people think that you're home, they just assume you have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You forget I'm just on the sidewalk.
Right.
I'm just next to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And so I have internet.
Of course. He was just trying to make a light. That's like a corporate culture joke.
Oh yeah.
Like,
dude, I don't know how to respond to corporate culture jokes. Like at work. Oh, did I tell you what happened at work?
No.
Oh yeah.
You didn't.
No, they were making. They were talking about how they make cake. Right, like wedding cake. We were catering a wedding, and they're like, how they get the frosting up there? And like, no, they're like, it's just stale frosting. Like they put it up there and they let it get stale, and that's how it becomes that texture. And then I said, so they just leave it over
for wedding cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's always like so hard.
It's hard, yeah. So they weren't even talking to me.
Yeah.
And then I said, so they just leave it like overnight? And they were like, yeah. And then I said, sons of bitches. And they fucking walked away from me.
They didn't like it.
They hated it, and I was like, all right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you forgot you were hanging out with.
Yeah, and also it's not even that funny, but no. it was more of a reference to Seinfeld.
The joke is that you're a weirdo, and they were like, he's a weirdo.
Yeah, and I was like, I guess they get it.
Well, that sort of corporate culture, joking culture. Yeah. Humor in a corporate setting is it's like anything that divulges from like what is commonplace. It's like like it's like this weird like it's like, oh, is that me?
No, that's me. It's Aidam. She called me. Right to voicemail. Yeah! She watches this. She's gonna watch this.
But it's this weird like it's like when you like in books about like dystopias, and then like two people are like,
yeah, well, it's because everybody's just scared to get in trouble.
Yeah, like that video I was editing for my work. It's like they're like they basically interviewed all the people at this company about the history of the company, and they were like, use the funniest bits, and like their idea of the funniest bits are like, it'll be like, what year was the I don't want to say the actual products, but it'll be like, what year was the T739,000 introduced? And they'll be like, oh, I couldn't tell you that. And then everyone laughs. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's crazy because those are notoriously like the hardest comedy gigs, like corporate
gigs. Yeah.
So like they're like, I guess I'll just show up and then not know when this computer was invented, and that'll kill.
Yeah.
Instead of these jokes that I've been working on really hard for years.
Go up, and then your shirt will be a little untucked, and then someone will go, oh, you missed the spot, and then kills. Yeah.
Dude, I sold vacuums fucking for Kirby. And these assholes, dude. I think I told you about this. I went inside. I was looking for a truck driving job. So I was literally going just door to door because nobody would hire me. I was 20 years old. I just got my Class A license.
Yeah. Just fresh out of jail.
Yeah, fresh out of jail,
Yeah.
dude. I walked into this low
Face tattoos.
Yeah, my old face tattoo. You guys hiring truck drivers?
You just wore a tank top everywhere. You had a bus.
Trucker hat.
You were older.
Oh yeah, I used
You were
to be
scary.
Older. I had a
I seen you when you were younger. You looked like an older man.
Oh, dude, yeah. Here, fucking. I was crossing the border from TJ to Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, from TJ to back to the motherland.
Yes.
And I gave the border patrol my ID. And in my ID, like I'm bald and I have a beard.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "This is you?" And I go, "Yeah, I used to be older." And he goes, "What do you mean? What do you mean?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "It's a joke." And he was like, "Ah." And he gave it back to me. I was like, what? "All right, oh, yeah, your shirt's unwrinkled."
Yeah. Not a good corporate setting to make a joke.
No, so anyways, so I'm going door to door, and then I go into this like lonely building, kind of like in Wolf of Wall Street when when Leonardo DiCaprio first works in the first. In this first
on Wall
office.
Street.
No, before that, like
like when he starts his own.
Yeah, and it's like some empty parking lot, and he walks in, and then he gets like 50% of whatever he sells, and he ends up selling like a bunch of these penny stocks.
Oh yeah.
So the place was just like a parking lot just like that, and I walk in, and it's like this like sleazy fucking older dude, just like fucking. I'm just like some like mid-50s, and I'm like, "Yo, dude," I'm like, "You guys need truck drivers?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "But we do sell vacuums. We can make about $2,000 a week." And then I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "All right, no, thanks." And I'm walking back to my car, and I'm like, "Wait, did he say $2,000 a week?"
Yeah.
And I walk back there. I'm like, "Wait, did you say 2,000?" He goes, "Yeah." And then he goes, I'm like, "Are you hired?" He goes, "Hell yeah." He goes, "Come here, come." He's like, "Meet me here."
Hell yeah, come here. Get over here. I'm gonna help you sell so many vacuums.
People just listening to this like, what are they doing? He's like, come back here tomorrow 8 a.m. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. The next day, did I put on my nicest shoes?
Yeah.
What
were they?
The most uncomfortable, just like shoes I would wear to a wedding.
Oh yeah.
And then I go just nice shoes and just naked.
Yeah, just brown shoes.
Just brown shoes. They were burgundy actually.
Oh yeah.
Uncomfortable, and I pull up and I'm
slacks,
like,
Dockers.
Yeah, dude, yeah. And then tucked in long sleeve shirt.
Oh yeah.
Dress up shirt.
It was your only long sleeve job.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I walk in and then I'm like, I'm here for the thing. He goes, all right. He goes, well, follow me. He walks me to the back, and it's just like some like super overweight, just like fat dude. And then some. Every episode we just talk about fat people here. I feel bad. So it's just like I'm just painting a picture. Some overweight.
I'm
dude,
a fat guy.
Some overweight dude, and then some chick that just seems a little unfriendly. And they're just like watching something on TV. Like, sit down. I said, then we start watching motivational videos for like 30 minutes. And then I'm like I haven't even introduced myself to anybody yet. Yeah. And it's just me and two other people, and then the guy is like doing something else. And we're like watching like football shit. You know, like you ever just feel like giving up? Get up and do it. And I'm just weirded out, dude. And then
this is what they show you before they say hello.
Yeah.
They show you motivational
videos.
like team building.
Something I would watch alone, like at midnight. Like if I was feeling uninspired.
Yeah.
But I was watching this at 7 a.m. with strangers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then it ends, and then they go, hey, what's up? I'm whatever. And then I'm like, hey, what's up, man? And the chick goes, I'm this lady. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And like, so you're gonna be joining the team? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, and then I swear to God, they said this, dude. You're gonna make as much money as you've ever seen in your life here. It's a fucking empty office space. Everybody's wearing the cheapest, like, nice clothes.
Yeah.
like nice, like the nicest shit you could get out of swap meet. And I'm like, all right. And then he goes, come on, guys, we're gonna go to sell the vacuums or whatever. Mm-hmm. We get into the van. It's just a nasty van, dude. Like, it's just like crusty, just shit spilled on the floor. And he goes, we're gonna get breakfast first. We pull into like dude, I don't know if I can explain it to you, but in California there's these places they're like lower tier, like super low tier grocery stores, and inside they have even lower tier, fucking shake like juice shops. So we go into those, and everybody gets like boba, like strawberry flavored boba, and they're like, wow! And, like, they're just, we get back in, and then and then we stop at a gas station. The guy puts $10 in. He puts $10 in the van, and then we drive to I guess he had made an appointment to make a sale, and we get there. He rings on the doorbell, and it's like some.
It's all four of you.
Yeah, and it's the four of us, and we walk in, and then it's like this newlywed Asian couple, and then the guy's like, so yeah, we made an appointment so you guys can see the vacuum. And he goes, yeah, all right. So he starts like vacuuming their floor, like to show it as an example. They're not even paying attention. So I'm just like watching. Like at this point, I still don't know what's happening.
How many people are in the building? Did all of you guys go in there?
It's me, the fat man, and then the lady, and then the other guy was canvassing, I think, like the main guy.
Oh, so the fat guy and the lady, they were already like
like
they were set up.
This was like their job. Yeah. So then I'm just watching them. So the fat man's just cleaning, and the lady's like playing with the baby, and then I'm watching this guy clean. I'm still completely out of the loop. Mm-hmm. You know, and then the guy comes back. He goes, "Yeah,
they're like trial by fire." I'll show you the ropes. Sir, could I vacuum your rug?
Dude, this was like selling like Cutco. You know, people would sell like it was like that, but with a vacuum.
I did Cutco.
Yeah, all right. So it was like that, but with Kirby's.
Yeah.
Dude, so much shit happened. So the guy ends up not buying the vacuum, and then the next one, the guy goes, "All right, here, I want you to go in there, and then like you show him how it's built." They showed me how to build this once. This is probably like a couple days later. I'm like, all right. So then the guy says he sells like the shit out of it. He goes, yeah, come on. Like we'll be inside and we'll show you how it works. And then the lady's like, all right. And then I'm in there, and then I'm like making it so hard to build this Kirby. It's like everything's falling apart. They're like spilling like the liquids. Like I don't know how to do it.
There's not supposed to be any liquids in a vacuum cleaner.
So the sell on this was that it was like a carpet cleaner, but it was a vacuum.
Oh.
It was one of those, and it's left for like $1,000. And I was terrible at it.
Yeah.
And one time we recruited a poor lady, dude. She was probably like 25 or something.
So you were going door to door selling vacuums.
Yeah.
Did you make any sales?
No, well, they eventually changed my position to a canvasser, and I was really good at that. Mm-hmm. And the guy said I get $20 for every door that I get them in. Dude, I got them into like 20 doors.
Yeah.
I got paid $50 for 1 month of labor. The guy never wanted to pay me.
Yeah.
He gave me $50, and it was out of his pocket too, because they weren't selling shit.
Right. Yeah.
So like I remember one time I was like, dude, it's been a month, I haven't gotten paid.
He's
anything.
like, I'll pay you in gas.
Yeah.
I'll put $10.
Dude, and I was driving from Paris to San Bernardino, which is like a fucking almost a 40-minute drive.
Oh yeah.
So and then I finally told him, I was like, come on, man. I've been canvassing, I've been doing good. And he goes, all right, hold up. He takes money out of his wallet in front of me, puts it into an envelope, and then gives it to me. I look at it's $50. I'm like, all right. I'm like,
He's like seals it. He's like, what's your address?
Yeah. I'll mail this to you.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped working there. But before, dude, hold up. This poor girl. Dude, this poor girl one time, like they recruited her just how they recruited me. They promised her $2,000 a week. And I was talking to her, and she goes, yeah, I just quit my job at Amazon, and I got like a 3-year-old. I'm ready to make $2,000 a week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, at this point I was already like 2.5 weeks working there.
Yeah.
I stayed there for way too long.
Yeah.
And then dude, after the first day, she goes, so wait, did I make any money? Like, well, you didn't sell anything, so no, you didn't make any money. She goes, I gotta get my fucking job at Amazon back.
Yeah.
And she just never came again.
Yeah, she was smart.
And they were calling her a quitter. She's a fucking quitter.
Yeah.
And then they put on more motivational videos.
They put on the motivational video, and it was like, remember Vanessa? It's like a picture of her. She's what we call not team player material.
Dude, it was. They
spent more time editing motivational video. It was just disparaging people who don't buy into their nonsense.
Dude, it was a pyramid scheme. It was a pyramid scheme, but like it wasn't there yet. You know what I mean? Like you know, like Primerica and all those places.
Yeah,
it was that, but they were still like in the trenches.
Yeah.
Sucked.
I worked for the most successful pyramid scheme.
Cutco.
Dude, my friend, like I remember like getting the call from a buddy of mine, and he was like, "Hey, man," or no, someone reached out to me, like a recruiter reached out to me, and they were like, you've been recommended to sell by your friend.
Yes, that's very cool. Yeah.
Benjamin. And I called him. I was like, yo, what's good with this? And he was like, oh yeah, it's good. He was like, you can make a lot of money if you know how to sell. And I was like, I know how to sell. So they set up an interview, and it's so funny, all the parallels between me and you, like cheap building, and I'm wearing cheap clothes. Like I remember my nipples were chafing. I was wearing like an Izod button down, and like slacks, and like just like Steve Madden shoes that were falling apart at the seam.
Mad.
Yeah. Speaking of Wolf of Wall Street,
yes,
a lot of parallels in the con artist business world. But I showed up to the interview. I was late to my interview, and the guy, who was probably like 22 years old and I was 18, this 22-year-old kid, like comes out, and he's like wearing a suit. It's like 8:00 at night, and it's like 10 of us in there, and he's like, hello. He's like, I can see a lot of talent in this room.
He's like, if it's porn.
Yeah, he's like talking to us. He's like, it's like the same kind of thing. He's like, stick with me, and I'll show you how this company runs, and I'll show you how to make money hand over fist. It was like, so hard, it was like, if you make $1,000 worth of sales in your first week, you get to go get picked up in a limo for steak dinner. And I was I was like, wow. It's so funny. Imagining you make $1,000 in sales, and then like you get picked up in a limo, like just by yourself.
And they take you to Sizzler.
They take you to Sizzler. You just eat a nice meal by yourself. The limo driver's just waiting out there. Dude, how was it, sir? But so listen. So I was late. So I was like, oh geez. I was like, I'm not gonna get the job. I'm not gonna make money hand over fist. And the guy, like, he interviews us all separately, and he's like, so you were late? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, normally, if someone was late, they're gone. But I see a lot of potential in you.
These people are fucking soulless.
I was like, me?
Just starry-eyed.
He was like, you got what it takes, kid. And
hell yeah, dude. Were you hyped?
I was like, I was like, yeah. And then I over the next 2 weeks sold probably $1,000 worth of knives to various family members. Over the phone. Everyone was like, oh, you're doing Cutco. Oh yeah. My grandfather was like, please don't do it. He was like, come over and like mow my lawn. Like, I'll pay you more than. He was like, don't get involved with this. I was like, shut up, old man.
You don't get it.
I was like, I'm in the real world now.
I'm making money over fist. Can you please buy this?
Fist over fist. Yeah. I'm like, I don't need your help. I don't need your charity. I'm calling him 2 weeks later. Can I interest you in the homemaker kit? The scissors cut a penny. Dude, that was the big thing, was the scissors. Dude. The scissors would cut a penny. Dude, who the fuck needs to cut a penny?
My cousin was in this shit, dude.
Yeah.
My cousin Dorian, and one time he came to my house with a rope, and then he told my mom. He was like, all right, try to cut this rope with one of your knives, and then try to cut it with one of my knives.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
They're good knives.
Well, hold up. So my mom's like a huge gym rat at this time. She loved going to the gym. So we sit down like the two ropes, and my cousin's like, all right, go. My mom grabs her knife and cuts right through it. So then he's like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't know where to go from there.
Yeah.
So we just all started dying laughing.
Oh,
and he was like, all right, cut it with my knife. And they just cut it as easily.
Yeah.
And like, we're just like staring at each other.
Yeah.
Because there was no cell there.
Yeah.
We just did the exact same thing.
Yeah. They give you a script. It's very similar to like Wolf of Wall Street in that sense of like,
you get a script.
It's like you have all these channels. Like, if they say this, then you say this. If they say that, then you say that. But the thing is, Also, the thing about cutting a penny, like
That's a federal offense.
that's ruining the least valuable amount of money. Like,
It's also ruining the economy.
yeah. Well,
remember last year when there was a penny shortage? It was because Cutco prices were up, dude. Because Cutco sales, people were going to houses, cut a penny.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, they buy the set. They're like, can I pay you in 10,000 pennies? The guy's like, that's perfect.
Yeah, they're not even making money. They're just cutting pennies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I got roped into another one of these. But because of my experience at Kirby, I caught onto this one quicker.
Yeah.
It was Primerica. You ever heard of that? The Primerica, they sell life insurance.
Yeah.
And then my homegirl hit me up and she goes, "Hey, there's a job opening in my."
No, sorry, keep talking. There's
26 man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hell yeah, dude.
Still recording.
We
We had to hack it.
had to hack the camera.
We had to hack this camera. So anyway, go with your story. Yeah.
So this girl hits me up. She goes, "Hey, there's an opening in my company for whatever." And I go, "Oh, you have a company?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah, just come over and I'll show you the ropes."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right." And I get like an asshole. I'm driving to fucking San Bernardino, just pyramid scheme capital of the world.
It was the same place that you got scammed last time?
No. There's a different place.
No, the same town though.
Oh yeah.
It's just scam city.
So I drive.
Like, hopefully this time.
I drive there and then I call her. I'm like, "Hey, I'm outside." She comes. She goes, "Hey, thank you for." Like immediately, like, dude, they turn you into fucking robots. Cause she's somebody I knew in high school. And we're like, just chill.
Yeah.
Right. And then she comes out of this building. "Hi, fucking." She's like scripting to me.
Yeah.
And she goes, "You're gonna talk to this guy?" And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was your company. And she goes, "Well, we gonna talk to him first." And then I talked to this guy. And he goes, "So what we do here is we sell life insurance. This is the hardest kind, but if you get good at selling life, which is true, if you get good at selling life insurance, you can sell anything." And I'm like, "Ooh," I was like, "Nice, dude." And he goes, "What we want you to do is recruit people for your company." I'm like, "Ooh, I have a company now?" Like 2 seconds ago, I was driving a 1995 Nissan fucking Sentra, and now I have my own
Now I'm
company.
a CEO.
Yeah. So then
That wasn't a red flag.
no, dude. And then I called somebody, and then they gave me a script, and I fucking nailed the script. Dude. I did really like. There was like silence in the room, and I felt like fucking Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Ooh," and then I looked down at the thing, and then the guy was like, "All right," was like, "That was really good, whatever," or at least I probably just fucked it up.
Yeah.
And he made me feel like I did really good.
Yeah.
Which is probably most likely what happened.
Yeah.
And that was really good. He goes, "All right, when everybody's done with the interview."
You bombed, and he was and he was your internal monologue. Like,
Yeah.
it was good.
And that fool was like, "All right, when everybody's done with the interview, come into this room." I went into a room, and I sort of got just a huge fat guy. He goes, "Ah, you guys see that Lamborghini outside? That's mine." And everybody's like, "Oh, wow." And at this point, I'm like, "Oh, fuck, dude."
It's the same guy.
It was a different guy.
I know.
And then he just started showing us fucking pictures of him on vacation for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, and if you saw enough, you can go to Mexico. Look, I ate too much in that one. I used to be fatter." And everybody's like, "Ugh." He's just showing us pictures of himself without his shirt eating a bunch of food. And we're like, "All right." And then this is like the saddest, but like at this point I already knew what was happening, but I don't want to be rude.
Oh, yeah.
Get up and leave. So I was just sitting there. And this like old like fucking Mexican dude gets up and he goes, "This man is gonna save my life. I'm in so much debt."
Oh my god.
And he goes, "Me and my son, we partnered up." And I was like, "Oh, like this dude, poor guy." "Me and my son have partnered up and we're creating our own company." And everybody fucking starts clapping for them. I'm like, "Yes." And then the fucking fat man's like, "Ha ha ha ha," just laughing. It sucks, dude.
Dude, if you had stood up in that moment and been like, "Fuck this, you're con artists, you're scammers, I'm out," that fat guy would have been like, "Wow, looks like he'd be like, you don't have what it takes, like you'll never be successful.
You'll become nothing in life."
It's all this like fucking, dude, that's like, they speak in such extremes, these people. It's like all or nothing, and, yeah,
dude,
man.
All they talk about is like money. It's like at one point, are we happy, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you think it was my fucking life to be a millionaire by selling knives?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you, dude. I'd rather fucking be like just like a regular. I'd rather live in a van. Dude, if I would have got up and I was like, "This guy's a con artist," you're like, "Oh yeah, this guy will be living in a fucking van when he's 27.
You're like, I already do. And I'm in my hometown.
Man, I'm in my hometown.
Yeah, fucking scam Bernadino.
Yeah, Scam Bernadino. Fucking this other guy. This is also known as Scam Bernadino. San Bernadino.
Scam Bernadino.
It was also the murder capital of the world for a while.
Oh, yeah?
I think it was up there with Chicago.
Yeah.
So if I would have got up and called a guy a con artist, he would have.
Damn. So it was the fakest and the realest place in the world.
Yeah, dude. Did you go to the gym today?
I did. I did shoulders, and I ran. That I don't know what we were talking about, but yeah, I did go to the gym.
Nah, well, I was just bringing that because I was gonna talk about. Well, no, because you were telling me about just the chick you see at the gym. We can cut this out if you want.
I haven't seen her. I saw her last week, but I don't know.
Well, dude,
some lady.
I was gonna tell you earlier, but this reminded me. I mean, that reminded me of this, but I saved it for the pod. Fucking, this sucks that we talk a lot because I don't even know if I told you this before.
Yeah.
But one time when I was like 16, 17, I was going to the gym a lot, and there was this like lady from like far away, or like I thought she was like attractive, and I thought she was staring at me, and then I was like, oh, like we're having a moment, we're locking eyes, and I was like, all right, I gotta stop being a pussy and just start talking to these fucking women. And it was probably like 10 a.m. LA Fitness, and I start walking up to her, and like the closer I get to her, like the more I realize I'm not attracted to her.
Yeah.
But I'm already walking directly at her.
And she was looking at you.
Yeah. So I'm walking directly at her, and then now she was looking at me, and I walk up to her
fearfully,
and she goes, "Hey," and then I'm like, oh, and like, dude, I fucking froze because I was like, I'm not attracted to you anymore. I thought you were attracted from far away, but now I'm close, and I. Instead of saying like, oh, do you know like where the whatever is at, I was like, can I have your number? That's what I opened with.
Yeah.
I opened with, can I have your number, to a woman twice my age, and I wasn't attracted to her. And she goes, no, I'm sorry. And I go, and then I just walked away.
Oh man.
Hey, dude, I've never been so embarrassed in my life. Thank God I never saw her again.
That's the most embarrassing.
Up to that point,
that's not so bad.
What, you got more embarrassing?
More embarrassing getting rejected?
Yeah.
One time, my ex-girlfriend dumped me, and then as we had our goodbye hug, I tried to kiss her.
That's not embarrassing.
It was.
That's not as embarrassing as what happened to me.
It was pretty.
Did she give you a pullback?
She gave me like, stop.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude. We can still make this work.
Yeah. Most embarrassing rejection stories. I got rejected by my downstairs neighbor.
Oh yeah.
That was who else? I don't know. There was a while I wasn't getting rejected at all, and then it was just because I wasn't shooting enough.
Oh.
You know?
Well, yeah, that's a way around it.
Yeah. It would be like I would only go with it if I was like 100%.
What girls you knew?
That it was gonna work.
Yeah. You knew it was gonna work. I mean.
Yeah.
Dude, one time I was at the.
Oh, here's one. I was on a dance floor one time. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I was on a dance floor one time, and I just like danced up to a girl, and she was just like.
She just shook her head no.
She's like, no.
One time I got slapped at a fucking bar, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. I was walking by this, like, so this girl was sitting on the bar, like, it was downstairs, like, it was a non-working bar, the one she was sitting at.
Yeah.
Like, the working bar was upstairs, downstairs, it was a non-working bar. So she was sitting on the bar with her legs open and her friend in between her legs, and her friend was dancing to her. Am I painting a picture? So I'm walking by, and then the girl sitting on the bar looks at me, and with her hands, she goes like, come here. And then, so I kind of walk up closer, and she grabs me by my shoulder, so she pulls me in, and we sandwiched the girl in the middle. The girl in the middle turns around and fucking smacks me.
Yeah.
And I go, what the fuck? And then my homie, baby Noah, runs up and fucking pushes her. But like, not hard, but like, kind of like,
yeah.
So she goes, hey, back the fuck. And then we're like, I'm trying to tell her, I'm like, your fucking homegirl pulled me in. Or whatever. She's just yelling shit at us. And I go, fuck, dude. And I just left before I almost got Me Too'd before the Me Too movement, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only time I've ever been slapped in the face.
I don't think I've ever been slapped by a woman.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's a good feeling.
Oh, one time I was, but it was just like for fun. Like we were fucked up.
Yeah.
On the dance floor.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah,
you
come
know
on.
what's a cool dance move? Throw a right hook.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you know you're not a very good dancer, is when you're like, slap me. That could be fun. I'm gonna two-step and then you punch me in the face.
I love this song. Can you punch me in the nose?
Yeah, that's probably how Mosh Pit started. It's just a bunch of guys who were uncomfortable on the dance floor, and they were just like,
Dude, mosh pits were fun.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in them?
no, I never have.
Yeah, mosh
Not
pits-
a real one.
mosh-
I thought, dude, we were at a concert on Thursday, and
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was about to mosh, and then it was just a very real fight.
It was it was a fight, dude.
Explain it, because you had a good take
I had
on it.
front row tickets to this.
Yeah,
So we went to this EDM shit or just techno music
yeah. Frankie went to see if he could have a good time sober
at an EDM concert.
at an EDM at Steve Aoki.
This is like where I should have taken the most heavy drugs. Anyway, so I went sober, and then I start like the crowd is swaying. You know, there's music going on, everybody like jumping around. I start getting pushed. I get pushed and pushed, and then I'm like, I look over and then there's a circle. I'm like, oh cool, like same thing. So I'm like, oh cool, they're gonna be like a cool mosh pit. And then for a second I was like, should I jump in?
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'll start having fun because I love mosh pits.
Yeah.
I'm like, should I jump in? And then like I step forward, and then there's just 3 dudes swinging at each other. But so I still think it's a mosh pit. And then one dude like slips, and then normally at a mosh pit they'll like help them up.
Yeah.
And then just keep moshing. The guy slips, and this guy fucking gets down and puts him in a headlock and picks him up. And I'm like, oh wait, this is and then he like shows him to the crowd because there's like a circle. He like shows him.
Yeah.
And then he fucking does like a semi backflip and slams the guy in his fucking.
Yeah, it was like a choke slam.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And he
I
slammed
saw
him on
that
his
part.
face.
Yeah.
And then everybody goes, oh. So the guy, I think it looks like he goes limp.
Yeah.
The guy on top of him, he still has him in the chokehold. He just starts punching the top of his head.
Yeah.
And then at this point, the whole community just like runs in, like to defend the guy that got chokeslammed. And they, instead of like...
Dude, the guy who got slammed like left there with like 4 girls.
Yeah, but hold up, dude. Before that, so I thought the crowd's gonna go like break, like, hey, get off him, like break him up. Everybody ran in. They just started kicking the fucking guy that chokeslammed him. They just like kick him in the face and in the back. And I was like, oh Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
And then like he finally let go, and then the guy walks away. Yeah, with like 4 chicks.
Yeah.
But his face was all fucked
His
up.
face is covered in blood, and all the girls are like, let's go.
No, they were like, why'd you pick a fight with it? He was like, I didn't start it. His face was just bleeding. That shit was fucked up,
It's
dude.
fucked, man. Good vibes at the EDM show until someone,
Dude, yeah, people say that good vibes. I didn't even. Dude, I have better vibes at a punk rock show.
Yeah.
Than that day.
Well, it was all right. I had to go because, well, I took a little bit of Molly. And,
You became overwhelmed?
yeah, I think what happened, because I took it on low sleep,
Yeah.
and so I think what happened is that it ate through my dopamine quickly. Because you know how like people with Molly, they'll say like,
It releases dopamine.
yeah, it's like it releases the dopamine, and then
The next day.
next day you're all depleted and you feel like super bad. So
Yeah.
I think because I was on low sleep, I didn't have as much dopamine, and then it just went, and then it ran out, and just like within like the hour was just like, now you feel like shit.
Were you thinking that at like when you were feeling like shit? Were you just thinking my dopamine ran out?
No, I was just thinking I'm out of energy. I was like,
Oh.
I was like, I'm out of gas. I'm out of steam.
You know, dude, I looked over at you and you were like just staring at the screen. So it had like a big screen showing like graphics.
Yeah.
And then I was like, he's fine.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was texting Aida, my girlfriend, and then I was like, yo, I'm sober, whatever. Like, you know, I'm like, I think I'm just like my role will be just taking care of the homies. She goes, right. That's the last thing I texted her.
Mm.
And then like 2 hours later, I was like, I lost Luke. Luke went home.
Nah, it was fine.
And then I felt bad.
It wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't like I was out of my mind. I was just like,
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah, no, yeah. And then that's why I texted you, and I was
Yeah.
like, just send me your location.
Yeah, it was all good. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, I was like, I was out of energy. I had to like sit back, and I was just watching everyone, and I was like, I think I'm like too old for this. And that was the first time I felt like that about like something like that, like a concert.
Yeah, dude. Well,
I was like, I think this is for younger people.
Yeah, well,
or just people who have more energy right now than I do. Because if I was fucked up, like if I was drunk, I could have gotten into it.
Yeah, same.
But like,
you were just too aware of your senses.
I was aware, yeah, and like also like Molly, like I was tripping, like I was getting some visuals.
Oh, for us?
Yeah, it was,
nice,
dude. When it was good, it was really good. I mean, I like that drug.
Nice, dude.
I've only taken it twice, but
it's gone badly 4 times.
Actually, no, I don't like it. Because every time I take it, I'm like, this is good, and then I'm like, oh, it's not good.
You're on Molly right now.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't.
Yeah,
dude,
sorry. I'm just checking because I'm fucking sweating.
Yeah, I was about to say, this pod seems fucking long, dude. Because
Yeah.
we're sweating our asses off
Yeah.
in here.
Did you ever, speaking of that guy getting in the fight, did you ever get in a fight in front of girls?
Yeah, I got beat up in front of my girlfriend.
Really?
From high school one time.
Speak on it.
My cousin Dorian, he listens to this shit. He'll remember this. I went to meet up with him to like buy weed off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And as he was walking away, there was like three black dudes, and 2 of them were fucked up. And like one of them knew him, so one of them was like, "What's up, Dorian?" And so then he was like talking, and then I'm walking away with my girlfriend, and I hear like somebody go, "Oh, so you're the weed guy, huh? Oh, you're the weed guy." And then I look over, and then I see my cousin squaring up. And
who was saying, "Oh, you're the weed guy"?
Like one of the dudes that he was walking up to.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're the weed guy. And then so I look back and they're squaring up, dude. I'm like 140 pounds, my height. I'm like what, like fuck. I'm like 5'9", 5'10". All of these guys are I'm 5'2".
I'm 5'8".
I'm 5'8", whatever, dude. All these guys are like 6 fucking, or they're like 6'1", 6'2". They're like huge, dude.
Yeah, like me.
Like Dorian. Yeah, how tall are you?
I'm 5'11". 5'11 and a half.
And anyway, so I see Dorian squaring up, and then I got like all these fools are probably like they're 6'2", fucking close to 200 pounds. And then I'm like, oh shit! I start running up. I'm like, it's my cousin. He can't fucking get jumped. I'm running up, dude. The guy that knows him has already calmed down the situation.
Yeah.
But so then these guys, they're like drunk, and then they see me just running, and then they look at me like an asshole, dude. I'm fucking taking my earphones out because my earphones had a cord out of my shirt to tuck it into my pocket. But I'm still doing it. I ran too fast, so I pull up to the fight, and I'm preoccupied with something else.
Hold on a second, fellas.
I'm preoccupied with my accessories by the time I get to the fight.
Yeah.
And then this guy just swings at me. I swear to God, dude, I fly back like 3 feet.
No way.
He chipped my fucking tooth.
Ooh.
Dude, I swear to God, I caught my tooth midair, landed, put it in my pocket, and got up and squared up. And then my cousin was over there fucking like fighting the other guy. So my cousin was like fighting the other, like.
Oh, so they were already fighting.
No. The
when
situation.
The
situation. Had
you
been,
escalated the
I
situation.
escalated it. I re-escalated it. Yeah. The situation had been calmed down. I get up. These fools are fighting, and then so I get up, and then I'm like barely sizing these fools up. So then now my cousin like fucking punches that guy, runs up, and tries to fucking fuck this fool up. So now he's fighting 2 people, and then like I'm like just kicking a guy, and then like just like trying to get him. Just like I kick him because I was doing Muay Thai at the time.
Uh-huh.
So I kick him really hard, and then I'm like backing him, just trying to get him away from. So my cousin could only fight 1 guy instead of 2. And then, but I make the guy follow me into like traffic. So then like a bunch of cars. So like I cause a bunch of attention on purpose. A bunch of cars start honking and shit. And then they leave, and Dorian goes and he grabs his.
You were walking into the street so that the fight wouldn't be able to continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Because like cars were honking and they stopped. They're like, "Yo, I'm fucking calling the cops or whatever."
Right.
And then the fight
That's
stopped.
smart.
And then so they leave.
Except for the walking in the street part, but.
Well, no, it was an intersection.
Okay.
It was like a main intersection, so like the light was red.
Yeah.
Anyways, dude. So my cousin, he grabs like a bag of weed and he goes, "I hit it." He goes, "They didn't take it." So he still has all his weed and shit. And
so it was his weed.
Yeah, I bought weed off of him, and then they said, "You're the weed guy" to him.
Oh, okay.
And then I ran up because they were fucking trying to rob him, supposedly.
Yeah.
In my head. And then so my cousin and my girl, they just started walking, and then I just walk in separate direction. Like, I don't know why. I think I was still like dazed from fucking getting hit and flying back 3 feet. And then they're like, hey, that's why. And I'm like, all right. And then I just walked back towards them.
So you didn't really get your ass beat. You just got knocked down.
Yeah, really hard.
Yeah, but you caught your tooth though.
That was cool.
So that was
and
cool.
I took it to the dentist. And then because I went to the dentist and I was like, my back tooth is chipped. And they're like, oh. And I was like, I have it right here. And they're like, oh. And they just put plastic.
Ew, teeth.
Yeah.
The gay dentist.
And they just put...
Ow!
Gross.
Close your mouth.
I'll bring that here.
Yeah. The only gay guy that wants you to close your mouth. All right. Sorry. Anyway, one time I have a similar, well, not really a similar story, but I got beat up in front of a girl I was seeing one time.
That's what you get.
I've told you this story.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, but now you got beat up in front of a girl you like?
The girl that I was sleeping with.
You got beat up while you were sleeping with a girl?
No.
Oh.
No, but we were seeing each other. We weren't officially dating, but we were seeing each other, and she had a friend of hers who was like infatuated with her, and he hated me. But I wanted to try to be the bigger man and show to her that I wasn't threatened by him. So I tried to make peace with him, right?
Yeah.
So one night he was also smaller. So I genuinely was not threatened by him, physically or otherwise. But we went to a party one night.
Look how hot we look, dude.
I know. It's a hot app.
Right.
So we went to a party one night.
Yeah.
And the three of us. And it was like a redneck party.
North Carolina?
North Carolina.
All right.
And at one point, someone found some boxing gloves. So they were like, let's duke it out. Let's do some boxing. We only had 2 gloves, so we just put them on our right hands. Each person put them on their right. And
people love fights, huh?
Yeah.
'Cause it's one of the best forms of entertainment.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to do. It's great. It's not great, but it is definitely entertaining.
Yeah.
So the people start squaring up, and Ben is his name, is the friend of Sydney's.
Of the girl
that
you were sleeping with.
who hates me.
Yeah.
Ben fights this guy named Woody.
Your friend, Wood?
No.
Oh.
Random guy named Woody.
Shout out Wood.
And this dude is like, this is like a 5'6" skinny guy fighting like a 5'4", just like brick, you know. And
which one is a brick?
Woody.
All right, and then Ben is the...
Ben was just
a short, skinny guy.
Ben was just a small guy.
All right.
All around. Full stop.
Yeah.
And Woody demolishes him, just destroys him. And then he's like sadistic about it. After he wins, he picked him up and like put him on his shoulder and paraded him around like a trophy. It was like some barbarian shit.
So you were like, I'm gonna fight him too.
Well,
Wait.
I was watching it and I was like, that's kind of fucked up.
So I don't understand what your theory is here, what your logic is. So this guy that doesn't like you gets beat up, and then you're like, I'm gonna fight him too?
No, that
like,
wasn't what happened.
You're like, I'm gonna defend him?
Eventually, that's what happened. So, because the whole night...
What's your logic here, though?
Well, it was some sort of like, I will ingratiate myself to Sydney by showing her that I am such a good guy that I can defend people who I even know secretly don't want me to.
Meanwhile, she's just trying to find Bud Lights.
Yeah,
we're just going around going, "Where's the vodka?"
Yeah.
And you're like, Sydney, check this out.
Yeah, I'm like, I am your champion. She's like, what? So the whole night after Woody beats Ben, Woody is just bullying him, you know, and just like forcing him to drink and stuff, and like, just making fun of him for losing the fight and telling him he's got like a small dick, and yeah.
I knew where that was going.
Yeah.
Pulls his pants down. What are you gonna know about that, baby?
Yeah.
Show everybody your tiny cock.
Yeah. And eventually we go to leave, And I tell Ben, like, let's go. And he's like,
yeah.
He's like, no, I'll stay. And then as I'm leaving, I hear Ben on the porch, and Woody's still just, berating him. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to get him out of there. And so I go back up onto the porch. I walk right up to Ben, and I'm like, Ben, come on. Let's leave. It's not good for you to be here right now. This is not a good place for you to be.
Everybody's drunk? You're drunk?
Everyone's drunk. I'm drunk.
Ben's drunk.
Also, I had boxed after, and I won my bout. So I'm feeling...
So you're already on top of the porch.
I'm feeling confident, yeah. And then Woody's like, come on, man. He's having fun. Like, back... And I'm like, fuck off, dude. I was just like, you just want to keep him around so you can keep throwing him around like a rag doll. Like, you're a fucking bully, dude.
You said that?
Yeah, I was like, I think what I just said was just like, fuck off, man.
Oh, all right. So none of the logical things.
No, I was just like, dude, fuck off.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, now we have a problem. And I was like, I guess that is what that means. I was like, shit. I was like, I've made a terrible error. But then, Sydney's there.
Hour 8:09.
And I was like, well, I mean, the girl's here. I can't walk back down from a fight.
So I have to be the bigger man and beat him up.
Yeah, beat up a guy who's 5'4". So we walk out into the yard, and I'm thinking like, well, Ben lost. He beat Ben, but he's short, so I bet I can take him.
Yeah.
What I learned after the fact was this man, Woody, has been to prison. So he's a violent guy. And
you guys put on one boxing glove each?
No.
As is tradition?
This was bare knuckle.
You guys didn't go the traditional route?
This was closed fist bare knuckle boxing. And I was like, I was thinking about it as if it was like sport. I was like squaring up, like, okay, here we go. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and
yeah.
And meanwhile, he's on top of me, like he's just clobbering me. Like I blinked and he hit me like 4 times in the head.
Yeah.
And I'm down on the ground like that, like so fast.
Yeah.
And he's still hitting me.
Is this girl sitting around? Or she's
like,
where's the Bud Lights?
Well, as I'm getting hit while I'm on the ground, I just hear someone go, get the fuck off of him! And Sydney runs in and kicks Woody in the face.
Whoa.
And gets him off of me.
Nice, Dad. She's got a heart of steel, this woman.
She defended me.
Yeah, that's good.
No, not for our sex life.
You don't like that?
No, man.
You don't let her.
She wasn't.
You don't let her
attracted to me anymore.
For us, you don't let her give you a good old pegging afterwards. This will even things out. And like what I got you, honey. Or dildo. Fuck me with that.
No, we didn't do that, Frankie. Instead, our relationship dissolved.
How long after?
I don't know. Maybe a couple weeks.
And then she has a kid with Woody.
That's right.
And Woody's in prison in this kid.
And Woody's in prison, and so is she. And I'm raising the kid. Just to show her that I'm a nice guy.
You and Ben are raising the kid.
Yeah. But, yeah, that was a good lesson for me.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to fight.
Yeah.
That's the lesson.
That's the lesson.
No, dude, yeah, you gotta size people up.
The lesson was just fucking pick your fights, man.
Yeah.
Don't pick a fight on someone else's behalf.
Hey, you leave this guy that doesn't like me and trying to break me and my girlfriend up alone.
Yeah.
Or I'll let you beat me up.
Until she comes in. She's gonna handle you. And then we're gonna break up.
And then so she kicks you in the face, and then Ben goes, plan succeeded. And then he's out.
Ben was the mastermind all along. I don't think anything like that.
We should end this, dude, because
I'm fucking sweating balls.
Dude, I thought you were having a stroke. You told that story so slow, dude. But
seriously, you didn't enjoy that?
No, I enjoyed it, but I was like, why is he leaving a 3-second pause in between each word?
That's how I talk.
And then I was at this party. Woody was there. Now Woody is a guy.
Sorry, we don't all talk like this, and we just tell stories like this. So I was with my boys, and I was getting fucked up. Yeah, you talk too fast. I talk too slow. Try to meet in the middle.
We should end this, dude.
Is there anything left to say?
No. I'm doing. Wait, you got anything to say? Anything to plug?
I'm doing a roast battle at New York Comedy Club on 24th Street on March 30th at 11 o'clock at night.
30th. I'm doing fucking Broadway Dive. It's a bar show. It's not gonna be good, but you should show up just to have fun. Broadway Dive this Saturday, March. What is it?
March
25th.
Today's the 21st.
Yeah, March 25th, Saturday. Anyways, if you watch it the week it comes out, it's on Saturday, and then after that, fucking Boston, June 10th, Connecticut, April 27th, and then Ontario Improv May 3rd, dude. May 3rd. Come out to that. That's in California. All the homies are gonna be there. The Buddy System, George Frito, Carlos Patino, William Henderson's, and 2 other fellows I don't know, but I'm sure are funny if they book them.
And follow us on Instagram, LD_comedy. And
sketch coming out this Friday.
Sketch coming out this Friday.
All right. That's it.
That's it.
Thanks for watching. This is the Keep On Trucking Podcast. Yeah.
Are you calling me a racist?